In this quick video guide, we're going to talk about additional files that you probably need if you want to correctly index your website on Google or other search engine. So we're going to make the example here with Google, but a similar tools you can find in other search engines. So I'm going to use briefly during Weaver later, but this is more like something that you need to go and check directly on the web. So if you look for Google indexing, you'll find all the information. So this may change over time. So you may want to have a look to the official indications by Google. So indexing pages is paramount if you want your website and your pages to be found on the web. So you need to access the Google Search Console, which is something that right now is looking like this. And from here, you can manage, you can monitor, you can inspect your website or also more websites. You can see if there are pages that are indexed and some that are not. So again, you can run overviews and monitor the website. I'm not going to go into too many details with that, but you find again all the information once you have your access, and you just need a Google account, a Google Mail to access this search console. So you don't need to do anything more than that. Once you have that space, you can also verify the site ownership, meaning that how does Google know that you're actually the owner of that website with that domain? Well, you need to access your website in the remote folder. So where is hosted, for example, if you're using a provider, I'm using one that is called Aruba, and it's giving me also an FTP service, so I can upload, download files directly from the web using this tool. And so this is an example. This is the ads TXT. So it's a file that is needed if you want to work with the ads in your website. But the same thing goes for like others. So most of the time it's just a drag and drop. So you create the file that is needed, and then you just drag it and drop it. Sometimes you need to do some extra stuff, but usually, again, it's all done by adding like a specific web page or a specific file. For example, robot.txt, it's a file that you can write and submit. So just as I told you. And if you don't know how to do this, again, I think it's explained in the Google manual, but you can also make a search. And if you're using WordPress, this is actually a WordPress site that you're seeing here in the FTP. So usually WordPress and similar tools, similar CMS, content management system, they take care of everything, including the sitemap and other files that may be needed, sometimes not, like the ads, TXT, you probably need to add it manually, so even if you're using WordPress. So you need to know this part, and then you can investigate furthermore if you think you need it. But essentially, you need FTP, you need to see where you find it, and from here you can upload. In my case, I can drag and drop, or I can just select, and just gonna go here into just making an example. I'm gonna upload. I want to show you quickly like another website that I did. So this one here. Okay, so here you find I have the ads, text, I have other stuff that I have uploaded like PHP, additional pages and scripts and so many things that you can see right now. So this is a PHP for sending an email. So if I want, I can click and drag, and that's it. So, or I can just select it and open it from the folder. So usually the FTP transfer is really easy. So I'm gonna delete this. I can download it, I can delete it, I can manage my files in the remote space. So you need to create a txt robots.txt file and just drag it and drop it. And if you don't know how to do it, you find again the informations on Google and also a lot of images here explaining how it is going to work and why do we need that. Also, another one is Sitemap, which is essentially a document that points out or like lists all the pages in your site so that they can be found easily by Google. Usually Google does this automatically, but you can also do this using the XML file of a sitemap. And I will show you an example of this. So let me close everything. If you're interested in WordPress course and Dreamweaver course, we have it in the channel, so you can search for them. So let me go in the side here, and I want to show you here the sitemap. So you can see the sitemap is just a set of you see here codes, lines of codes that represent URL of your website, all single pages. This is a big website, contains a lot of pages. So let me just right click and open up this with Dreamweaver. So we're gonna go back Dreamweaver, and let's see here, see that now this is all code. So once you have one of that, you can just copy and paste it, just change the URL, and that's it. This is a long list because this was a really big website with a lot of pages. But if you have like a standard website, like 10, 20 pages, it's, not so long. So the first one is different, communicates the main page and the domain, and the rest are the pages with the specific URL. And once you're ready, once you finish that, again, it's just a drag and drop or an upload in your site, in your domain. And you can see the first one there, that's the actual domain, and all the others are like pages. So back to Search Console. Once you have these, then you can also do a lot of stuff from here, like managing, inspect if there are missing pages and they are not indexed, so they're not reachable by Google and the search engine, etc., etc. So you can have a full understanding of how your website is working. You can also manage more than one site. You can see here that this is a Google account again, so you just need to have a Google account, and you can access this with your Gmail. Once you're in, you can go and index and verify your site, especially. So in order to index, you need to add here a new site, type the domain that you bought from a provider, and probably also going to have a web space in relation with that domain. So you continue, and then it's going to ask you to verify and just follow the instructions. So there are, you see, different types of properties, so domain or URL prefix. And so you can do one or the other, just, go with the one that you think it's the one for you. And if you have problems, you can also contact your provider asking for help. But essentially here you need to type a TXT, so just simple text, and you need to sign in your domain using your provider, so GoDaddy or Namecheap. These are just few examples, but you have more. And then once you are there, you need to copy the text below into the DNS configuration of the website you want to verify, and that's it. So just need to copy that text and paste it. Usually it's not so hard, but again, if you have problems, just contact your provider. They will be happy to help, hopefully. And that's it. So once you finish, you click on verify, or you can do verify later, but essentially when you verify and everything is good, and you copy and paste the text correctly, then you will be recognized as the owner of that site, and you can manage it from the Google Search Console. You can see here, just click on verify, but it doesn't work because I didn't actually done this right now, but I don't need it actually, because this is as I said, it was a WordPress website, so WordPress is taking care of all of that work for me. But if you don't create something that is already preset, like a WordPress CMS or a CMS site, you need to do this by yourself. You need to figure out everything and see if everything is working fine with the search engine and the indexing. So this will be all for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed and that you learned from this. And if you want to stay updated, subscribe to the channel. If you want to thank us, support us, please join the channel as a supporter and check out other videos, guides, and courses that we have in the channel, like Dreamweaver course, WordPress course, etc., etc. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.